Welcome back. Two more women have come forward with allegations against New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. The New York State Assembly is holding public and private hearings this month as part of an impeachment investigation. Joining me right now is Michael Henry. He is a Republican for New York Attorney General candidate. Michael, it's great to have you. Thanks very much for being here. First, give us your take on what's going on around Governor Cuomo. Your thoughts. Do you want him to step down?
I do want him to step down, not only based on this report, but also based on the fact that he's being investigated for the utilization of public resources for his book deal. And on top of that, his disastrous response to the COVID crisis and the cover-up that took place afterwards. Additionally, I think that, as you referred to, these two more women came forward, and the AG's office basically told them the case was closed. This Attorney General in this report and her presentation failed the people of the state of New York because she only got the job half done. And I think we're going to be seeing more of this because she outlined very specific criminal behavior, which included groping, unwanted touching, kissing, including against a state trooper that was actually assigned to protect this governor, and then basically said case closed and failed to issue criminal referrals. So now what you're going to see is local district attorneys scrambling to gather the investigative materials that her team had, including something that the Albany County Sheriff recently stated is he's actually playing catch up and getting the investigative materials from her team. And I think it's troubling because just a few weeks back, we've seen her basically deputize members of her team to become special district attorneys in Manhattan to go after the Trump organization. So I don't understand why she doesn't have the same proactive approach when it comes to these women that she described as brave victims.
Yeah, I mean, I think you make a good point. You know, I mean, she's gone so far and then stopped on the Cuomo case. Why is that? I mean, it's speculated that she wants to run for governor. Did she want to make a name for herself but not take him down completely? What's the story there?
I think she's a very political attorney general. I mean, she campaigned for office saying that she was going to find crimes to indict political opponents on when she was in office. She believes that being the chief law enforcement officer of the state is to sue law enforcement rather than to work with them. And then even during the COVID crisis, she had the legal authorization to open a criminal investigation, and she failed to. And my hunch is, and not that it's based in any true fact, but my hunch here is that she basically made this report to humiliate the governor into resigning, to allow them to push forward with an impeachment so she could pursue her gubernatorial aspirations. Wow.
Well, Michael, real quick, we only have a couple of seconds here, but you want to run, you're running for AG of New York. What will be your most important priority in that role?
Right. I've been frustrated by the one-party rule of the state, but it's the government's disastrous response to the COVID crisis. As I travel the state, I'm meeting family after family, and I know that I'm not going to be able to bring people's loved ones back, but if I could get them the questions that they want, I'm hoping that I'll be able to get these families the closure that they're seeking so they can move on with their lives and get the answers that they deserve. And anyone that wants to find out more about the campaign could go to michaelhenryforag.com, and it'll give them daily updates on what exactly we're doing and how we're taking the fight to Letitia James or whoever is going to be the Attorney General nominee in 2022.
Well, we need an update on crime, that's for sure, because we're talking about more bloody weekends across the country and New York as well. Michael, it's good to see you. We'll be watching. Thanks very much. Michael Henry joining us.